Hey y'all, what is going on? Okay, I'm about to go live. Well, I am live, and I'm about to bring on Miss Stevie and KTookes because we're about to chop it up. Let's see there. Okay, bam.
Hey,
Hey. How are you?
good. How are you?
Good. Okay, I just sent. Okay, Miss Stevie about to join in. Okay. Hmm. What's going on in the world of K-Tooks today?
Not that much, just handling personal business.
Oh Lord.
No
Good
personal,
personal business.
no like stuff around the house and just family stuff.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, wait, let me send it to her again. There.
I seen sister on there. I just don't know if she's seen it good. Oh, there she go.
Yeah.
Hear me? Hear me?
We hear you.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Miss Stevie. How you doing?
Good. How's everybody doing?
We're great. How are you?
Wonderful, brother. Wonderful.
You look good. I like the
Thank
outfit.
you. Thank
Yes,
you.
you
I
could have
can't
come
stand
through.
up because we'll get cut off in the middle of this show. I'm sitting.
Don't mess with you, but I love it. So, y'all, we here to do this music panel today. It's gonna be a whole mixture because we're doing groups and we're doing gospel, like good gospel your parents raised you up on, or
Hmm.
the good feedback. So Miss Stevie has her channel Style by Stevie. She's also on YouTube. You have to check her out. She interviews, she gives you fashion, and she gives you looks, and she gives you hair, and she gives you all of the commentary. She gives you like what's hot in fashion, what's not, and she's like you really like the next Oprah. I don't like comparing people to people, but you're on that path. KTookes gives you interviews, he gives you music, he gets down to the nitty gritty. He's done a lot of interviews. He's gonna get to the bottom of it, like this news anchor called Bert Casey. If you're from Mississippi, you know Bert is gonna get down to it. But
Mhm.
he gives you the real deal. He's also on YouTube. It's Kenneth, the government name, baby. Kenneth Stokes the third, no, the second
Just a second.
the second, baby. So you go over there. He's gonna give you good music reviews. He talks to a lot of people. I still love the one you did with Shanice. I love that one.
Yeah, I know you do. And
She,
remember, you did one on Shawnee's too.
baby, I got to get caught up.
You got to catch us also.
Yes.
I love Shanice. So y'all, we gonna get into it. They gonna give you their choices. We gonna chop it up and talk about music like we did last time, but we got the gospel like Patty when she be flapping her wings. So we gonna get into
Yes.
the gospel too. So ready?
Say it again.
Y'all ready to get into it?
Yes.
I'm ready. Ready.
Definitely.
Okay, so we are going to start with best group debut album. The best debut R&B album, female. Miss Stevie, I'm gonna start with you. What is your choice for the best female R&B debut album?
I'm going to say In Vogue's Born to Sing. That one solidified them platinum status, gold status. Everybody knows Hold On. And Part of Me is one of my favorites. That should have been a cut. But that one right there solidified the Funky Divas themselves. So I'm going to go with In Vogue, Born to Sing. Even Aaliyah, bless her soul, was saying, Hold On from that album.
Mm-hmm.
That was it for me.
That's the song, baby. KTookes, what is your choice?
It's funny because Miss Stevie did it again to me because that was my choice right there.
So that's your choice. Why was that your choice?
Because since Dawn is friends with all of us, because we're friends with all
Yeah.
three of us, friends with her. But that album was really signified for what we see right now when you have like TLC, the Destiny's Childs, the SWVs. It was for them because they had the great 4-part harmonies. And like Miss Stevie said, Part of Me was my song too.
That was your
Yes.
favorite.
That was my favorite.
Okay. So y'all, Invo, yes, I Invo kicked off like the start of girl groups for us. So that one is definitely classic. Now I chose TLC Ooh on the TLC tip as mine. And I chose it because that's like, I love that one because Left Eye is on that album the most, but it just like, it was a completely different era. I love the sound of it. It was just more raw and uncut, and they just had the whole fashion thing and the whole rap thing. So that was my choice right there.
That one was great because you had a great songs like What About Your Friends? I think it was what, Hat to the Back?
Head to the back, baby, baby, baby.
That was one of my favorites. But, they did their thing on that one. I'll give them that one.
Yeah, so that is iconic. These are great 90s albums. Like, y'all realize we picked the majority of like 90s albums a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to go to Best Male Debut R&B Album. Miss Stevie, what is your choice?
My choice would have to be Shy. And I interviewed Garfield Bright, so I would have to say Shy if I ever fall in love. That intro, though, if you know, you know.
Yes, baby. Come on with the Garfield interview. When did you interview Garfield?
That was a
Back
while back.
in 2021. Yeah, that would have been back in 2021. He goes by Dr. Garfield Bright. He done cut his ponytail and everything. I seen it. I was heartbroken. I was like, oh.
Come through, Garfield. I'm going to have to get caught up on that. KTookes, what is your choice for Best Male R&B Debut Album?
Group-wise, oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to just keep it real. I know y'all may be like, okay, it was 112's self-titled debut album.
Yeah.
You had Only You. You had the original, the remix with Biggie and Mace.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not Biggie and Mace, but Biggie and Mace. And you had Cupid. You had the jams on Come to See Me.
Yeah.
That was like one of my peoples right there, especially because I know what is it, Mike? I know all the guys, but mostly I know Mike and Deron personally. Those are like my boys.
Okay. I like that choice. I like Deron's piano playing and they vocals. So that's a good choice. Why you would think we didn't like that one?
Well, no, because you never know, because some people, they kind of slept on 112 when they first came out.
Baby, that was the album, baby. Y'all better know it. I chose Casey and JoJo Love Always, their solo album from Jodeci. It's just like the R&B sound, the Love Always song, and then All My Life. Y'all know that's like a big record for them. And the remake of Love Ballad, I love that.
Yeah, I like Last Night's
on
Letter.
Every black wedding. Yep.
So that's my choice. I just, to me, they're the voices of Jodeci. Not saying that Dalvin and Devontae, can't do. Devontae is more of a producer, and Dalvin was supposed to be like the rapper, but you in the back. But those are the voices, baby. Now we're going to get into this category. A lot of people don't know Black people can like pop music. It doesn't always have to be Black music, but there are Black pop artists too. So Best Group Pop Debut Album Female, Miss Stevie, what is your choice?
I'm gonna go with Cleopatra from the UK, and a lot of people don't know this about them, but Madonna actually signed these girls. So the intro Cleopatra theme, instantly everybody knew it. And my sister had the CD, so that's how I got hooked onto it. It was dropped in 1998. So that is my choice.
Yes, Cleopatra. What's yours, KTookes?
And we said this is the debut one, right?
Yeah, for a pop album.
I know they were considered pop, but I know they were R&B too. I'll have to say Black's self-titled album.
Ooh.
The one that had Natina.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Shamar, yeah.
Yeah, Shamar. Yeah, because that was one of my favorites. Because I remember when I was 14 when they came out with 808 and then Bring It All to Me.
Mm-hmm.
I do those, and then but also one of my favorite songs off that album was Lenny.
Oh yeah,
I can listen to that. But I like that album, KTookes. That's a good album. And the remix of 808, I like the remix too.
Yeah,
Candy,
I know. Candy did.
Ooh, y'all better know y'all stuff. I chose an older record. And mine was the Supreme sing Holland, Doja Holland. The reason why I chose it is because I like the Supremes, all the Supremes, not just Diana, but I like Florence and Mary too. And I like this album because it was like leading right up to Holland, Doja Holland, like leaving Motown, and they gave them those string of hits. And it's just an iconic album to me. So that was my choice.
Okay.
What is y'all choice for best male pop album, baby? Because y'all know the 90s had a lot of male pop groups. Miss Stevie, who did you pick?
I'll be traditional. Everybody knows this. I'm gonna go with NSYNC's first album. Like that solidified them and put them on the map as well. Also, it goes back to, you know, when you do that one album right then and there, it solidifies who you are in this industry, in this business. Just like with En Vogue, when they did Bored to Sing, instantly we got introduced to them. So I'm gonna go with NSYNC.
What was their first song? I can't even remember.
I Want You Back.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think it's number 8 on that album. I can't remember the track playlist, but I think it's number 8 on that album, the first one.
You better come through with NSYNC, baby. Now, y'all know everybody used to watch TRL, and we used to watch 106 in Park, and NSYNC was always on TRL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I like that choice. KTookes, who is your choice for best male group pop album?
Well, basically, Miss Stevie already said it right there. It was the NSYNC's first album too, because I liked it. I Want You Back, but I also liked it Tearing Up My Heart.
Oh yeah, I remember that stuff.
Because I remember everybody. Because I was in middle school when that came out. I was 13 when that came out, so I remember that. Because I remember when they did the Disney Channel special back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember because I think back then there was a alleged thing saying that Backstreet couldn't do that, I think because they were busy at the time doing their, you know, with all the promotions and NSYNC was part of it. You know, they had NSYNC available and they did it, and they did their thing because it was like Tearing Up My Heart, I Want You Back. I think it's what, J.Evans Miss Stevie. They had the songs. I will admit they had their thing on their first.
Always NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Who would y'all choose as y'all favorite?
Oh, that's a tough choice because they both came out like in the same era. So, for me, I'm gonna have to say Backstreet Boys if I had to choose. But I can't choose them both. But I'm gonna just go with Backstreet Boys.
For me, it was more NSYNC because I think they have more harmony better than.
Okay, I like that. Who would I choose? I'm probably gonna say Backstreet Boys, probably, but I like both of them too. I think NSYNC had more of like a edge since they started doing stuff with Pharrell towards the end, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a good choice, y'all. My choice for pop was Boyz II Men, Cooley High Harmony. Boyz II Men can sing. but to me they are more pop. You know,
Yeah.
they just are, and that album to me is just like iconic and classic, and it just put them on the map. So that's my choice.
But can I have a shameless plug? Can I bring up another group? I feel like that was really good. I think people don't give them their props. Was
Cool.
98 Degrees when they first came out.
With Nick Lachey?
Yep.
Okay. Hell, I forgot. What songs did they used to sing, KTookes?
They had The Hardest Thing. I think they had I Do, Cherish You.
And then they did the song with our fave, Mariah Carey and Joe.
Oh,
Thank God I Found You from her.
Original version.
Isn't her, not the Charm Bracelet album, but the Rainbow album. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all better come on. Look, I guess I do remember them, but I remember, I guess, Nick more from like when him and Jessica did the Newlyweds. Was that the show they used to come on?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when MTV actually played videos.
Exactly.
Good luck catching one on there now. Let's go to Best Group Sophomore R&B Album. Miss Stevie, who is your choice for female group sophomore R&B album?
I'm going to go with SWV New Beginnings. You're the one my is. I'm going to go with SWV's New Beginnings. That's my favorite.
That's your favorite. What made you choose that one? I love that one, but what made you choose that one?
Coco's vocals, it's just like whatever she touches from gospel to R&B, it turns to gold. So, especially, I think it's a song when they're called Fine Time. So, this one is my favorite.
Yes, you better come through. I love that one, and I love It's All About You, because is it Taj sing lead on that one? I like that.
Yes, and Lily sings in it too. Yep.
Yes, that's a good choice. And Use Your Heart for Real did that one. You better come through, Steve.
All right, that's my favorite. Use
Your Heart.
That was
that's grown, baby. That is grown music. What's your choice, KTookes? I got to know this. You might say mine. Go ahead.
It's probably the same one, but see, Miss Stevie has said this on part one when we did part one. It was TLC's Crazy Sexy Cool.
Okay, you better come through. What made you choose that one?
Because when I think about it being a sophomore album, that was when they were starting to develop as, you know, instead of like kids, they were teenagers around that time when they first came out. They were women. So, you know, you heard songs like Creep, and, you know, like Waterfalls, Red Light Special, Digging on You. They had the joints on that one. I have to give TLC their props on that one. Because you really got to see a sexy, but like, you know, you got, like you said, the crazy, you got to see the sexy and the cool side of each of the girls. But I feel like that's when they came who they are right now.
Yeah. I like that.
Left Eye.
Now, I picked that album to the last one we did, so I had to go with a different album, but I love that album. So my choice, and I thought you were going to pick this one. For Best Sophomore Album, for me, it would have to be Funky Divas In Vogue, because that album.
I'm thinking that one too, but see, the thing about it is that's their best album period they've done.
Yes.
I loved it. It just like, I mean, for that period from when it was the Funky Divas lineup, for that period, they were like the biggest best-selling group, you know, and that album to me is just like everything and more. So I love it. I love the vocals. I love the Aretha Franklin remakes. That's it, y'all. Miss Stevie, what is your choice for Best Group Male R&B Sophomore Album?
I chose Blackstreet, Another Level. That one right there is mine. And I think number 6, Fix, and then they did the remix with ODB. So, yes, Blackstreet, Another Level.
You better come through this thing. I love that album, especially Don't Leave, Don't Go, Don't Leave. Yeah, I can't sing, but yes.
Don't leave. We know you talking about Don't Leave. Don't worry, we know what you're trying to say. And people forget that samples the Barge song.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that one. And it's
A Dream. I think that's what it's called, A Dream.
yes. It's another song on there, y'all. It's real stuff. Never Gonna Let You Go.
Yeah, Definitely Gonna Let You Go was
Yeah.
great. That song and No Diggity with Dr. Dre and Queen Pen.
Yes. Baby, I
It was
still
in
owe BMG for that CD. Y'all will never get that money. What's yours, KTookes? What's your pick?
Okay, now this one. Now I already said this was the favorite debut one for me, but it has to be, in my opinion. Don't judge me. It has to be 112's Room 112 because I feel like that's when they developed more. Because you had songs
yeah.
like "Love Me" with Mace, you had "Anywhere" with Lil Zane, and then you had "Love You Like I Did" and "Your Letter." I feel like that's what that made them stand apart from some of the other male R&B groups. And
Yeah.
I'm not dissing Boyz II Men because Boyz II Men they did their thing too, but I feel like 112 they
Mm-hmm.
had their own little style.
And to me, they weren't like corny, even though they were like dressed nice, but they had like a little edge to them.
Mm-hmm.
I like
But
them.
you know they made them kind of like Temptations, like they were coordinated with outfits and
Mm-hmm.
everything, so it's like they had style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all better come through with 112. Mine, and I said this one on the last one, but this is still like my favorite one. Jodeci, the second album, Diary of a Mad Band. I just love the whole sound of it. My Heart Belongs to You is like one of my favorite songs. Missy was on that album before she became Missy when she was
Yep.
still a sister. And I just think it's like their best album to me. And it's like it has the whole West Coast gangster vibe on some of the songs when they were trying to be good with it. So that's my choice.
Yep.
Okay, y'all. So we got the what they say circular music out the way. Now we're gonna get into the good church music, baby, and bring some of this sainthood into it, baby, with this gospel music. Miss Stevie, I'm gonna start with you, and we're doing best group gospel album female. What is your choice for that category?
I chose Trinity 5-7. Their self-titled
Love
album.
them.
That one right there did it for me because I used to listen to it all the time. My grandmother
Yeah.
used to listen to it. My mom used to listen to it, and this was back in the day when we had cassettes. Like I wore that cassette out.
Oh my goodness. God's Grace was my song right there off that album.
Yeah,
I like that choice. You better come through. KTookes, what's your choice?
Mary Mary's Thankful album.
that's a good one.
What made you choose that one?
Because I remember the funny thing about it is that album came out in 2000, but it came out 2 days before my birthday, like my 15th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember because, we all know Shackles, we know I Sings. But also, I could forget that they worked with Destiny's Child on their first album.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, the production with Warren Campbell, since we know he's married to Erica Campbell, it was just like the music around that time was just on point, and they can write some great songs because we all know they wrote like on Yolanda Adams' Mount High Valley Low and other albums. They've done some great stuff. So I feel like with Mary, I feel like they were pointing us to what was going to happen for the future in the 2000s.
Yes, that's a good choice. My choice is Mary, the Sound. I love that album. Just that song, the sound, it like motivates me if I'm having like a bad, crazy day. I just love it, and I love the God in Me that they did with Kiki. It's just a fresh sound to me. So that's my choice. Now, best male gospel album. Y'all know it's a lot of male gospel groups out there, baby. Miss Stevie, who did you choose? Because there's a lot of guy groups.
I chose the Winans Heart and Soul.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my favorites. BB and his brothers Marvin, the rest of them, they did their thing on this project right here. So this one came out in 95. So I'm going to go with Heart and Soul by the Winans.
Yes, come on, Winans. They got a legacy. You better pick the winning team, baby. Who is your choice, KTookes?
Mine is 2103
Okay.
because they were signed to J. Moss's label, and I remember their very first album, which is called the self-titled album, 2103.
That's
So I
right.
remember because they had the production, everything was on point, and I loved all the songs they came out with.
You better come through. I couldn't choose because there's so many people that I listened to growing up, like male groups, and it was just hard for me to come up with one, so I couldn't choose for that.
But Miss Stevie had a good one when she said the wine is because my favorite, and I never tell nobody this, my favorite song from them was The Question Is. That's my favorite song from the Winans.
Yeah, come on, you better come through. Okay, so this is church, y'all. It's hard. Best solo gospel of all time female. Miss Stevie, who did you choose? Because people get to fighting over this. Who you choose?
Oh, KTookes just said it. It was Yolanda Adams, Mountain High, Valley Low, but I'm gonna go with her one that she came out with in '96, which was More Than a Melody. That one right there, I feel like it's underrated and it didn't get as much flack as Mountain High, Valley Low.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good choice. I like when people pick the underrated albums because those are some of the best albums.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
KTookes, what is your choice? Now you're gonna start people to fighting. So what's your choice?
I already said it because it's Yolanda, not More Than a Melody, but it's Yolanda Adams, Mountain High, Valley Low.
Yes.
Because I feel like that's the album that we knew her. Well, we all knew her anyway, but if you didn't really know her, you knew her then because when she had Open My Heart, she sounds like that Mary Mary had wrote, and like what's the other songs? Fragile Heart, In the Midst of It All.
Mm-hmm.
You had those songs, but I feel like that album right there, when it came out, it came out at the right time. That music needed to be dignified in the gospel way, and she gave us a gospel jazz vibe, which she always give us.
Mm-hmm. Can you sing a little bit of Open?
I'm doing all that right there. We ain't doing it. You ain't gonna
I love that, and I that's what I love about her because her voice is so soulful and jazzy. Y'all better come through. Now that was hard for me, but I have to stick with this one. It is Amazing Grace by Aretha Franklin. It's still the biggest selling live gospel album. And it took her back to church, just the feeling of her singing. I just love it. So that's my favorite. I had a vinyl album of it. Can't nobody touch her. To me, vocally, especially when it comes to church, you can't touch her.
Queen Soul, right?
Yeah, that was a good
one. What is y'all choice for best male album? It's another category people will fight over. Miss Stevie, who did you choose for best male solo album?
I'm gonna go with Smokey Norfolk. I Need You Now. His debut album. This right here solidified him as the blueprint gospel. So this one right.
Love that one. KTookes, what's your choice?
Okay. Now don't try to show off, sister, because you said Smokey Norfolk. We're trying to show off. For me, oh my goodness, that's a good question. If I had to choose, it would be Donnie McClurkin's first album, his self-titled album. That has, because I feel like you really got to see who he was as a gospel artist. Because we're talking about debuts, and everything. But I feel like that was what Donnie helped him. Because if he didn't do that, we wouldn't have gotten the songs like "We Fall Down" and all that from previous out, from the next previous albums. But he did his thing on there. I have to give Donnie his props. And then you being on Oprah's show and she promoting you, saying that's her favorite gospel album, and helped his album gold. Come on now, that's big.
Yes, come on, Donnie. He sings, baby. That's a singer. That was hard for me to choose, but I went with Soul Survivor by Al Green because it's a mix of gospel, soul, and his voice is very soulful, but he's out the church, even though that woman threw them hot grits on him and he went back to preaching. He got himself together, so that was my choice. Okay, so Now we're going to go to best gospel group song of all time. For a female group, Miss Stevie, what song did you choose?
Trinity 5-7, Mary, Don't You Weep. And I heard Fantasia perform this song. I watched it on YouTube, and Fantasia literally was like she was ripping bricks from the wall. She brought it home with this song right here. So yeah,
That's a good choice. I like that one.
yes,
So is that your favorite gospel female group?
yes. Trinity 5-7, yeah.
They sang. What's your choice, KTookes?
Mary Mary's Yesterday.
Yes, I
Ooh, I
love
thought
it.
you was gonna say Shackles because that was my second choice, but I went with Mary.
Because I think with Yesterday, when we heard it, we knew them from
Mm,
Shadow. But I feel like when Yesterday came out, we really got to hear the vocals. We all knew Tina's vocals, but we got to see more Erica's vocals more on that song.
Yes.
And I feel like she delivered and she slayed it.
yes, that song. Ooh, that song
And
will
like,
stop you from jumping
yeah,
off the ledge, baby.
and I feel like when you see the music video when they had Tandy Newton, not Tandy Newton, Tandy, the actress.
Hmm. I know who you're talking about.
But I'm saying when they had her in the video and everything, I don't think it was Tandy Newton, but I know it was Tandy something. I forgot. Don't y'all hold me on that one. But I know that video and everything, it told a story. So I feel like the song and the video told the story of somebody probably dealing with going through maybe abusive relationship or just going through maybe a sadness in their life. It don't have to really be abusive, but just talking about yesterday is not going to be my day, but
Hmm.
I'm going through.
That's a good choice too. I love that song, baby, because they be singing on that song, baby. Ooh, yes, you better take us to church, K2. Have y'all interviewed any gospel artists?
I have.
Yeah. Have you, Miss Stevie?
Not to my knowledge. I have to go back. I've done so many. It's been basically R&B and hip hop artists that I've been interviewing.
Ooh, yeah, I need to see y'all do some gospel people. My choice was it was hard, but I went with the Clark sisters. You brought the sunshine because it's just the
Mm,
whole vibe and them singing and just the whole when they do the breakdowns and the vocals. I just love that song and it just makes me happy.
I love that song. I like it when they did it for Celebration of Gospel. I think it was, I could be wrong, I think it was 2007
Hmm.
when they did it for, I think it was
yeah.
2000, I think because I remember they introduced them and nobody knew that all four of them were back together. And they killed it. And I mean, they sound better than what they did when they did the record.
Hmm. Yeah, they some singers, baby. That's how you know it's gonna be a good day when you hear that song.
Mm.
Um, what are y'all choices, Miss Stevie, for best male gospel group song? Now, people will fight over this one too. What's your choice?
The Winans, Count It All Joy. That is my favorite. That is the song that gets me through the day. So the Winans, Count It All Joy.
Yes, you better come through with this classic gospel choice. K2's, what's your choice?
It's funny. She said the wines question is my song right there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too.
Um, I love the whinings. I chose this one because my grandma listened to it, so I would hear this over and over. It's the Williams brother, "Cool and Water." Grandma plays this song
That's
over and over.
I think
So,
everybody's heard that song.
baby, it was on repeat. And then she used to have the tape, so she used to be like, "Come here and hit the button." I was like, "Damn." So that's her song, baby. That's why my finger ain't all the way straight from rewinding. Okay. What is y'all choice for best gospel solo song of all time female solo artist? What's your choice, Miss Stevie?
I'm gonna have to go with Tamala Mann's "Take Me to the King"
Mm-hmm.
because you get goosebumps when she goes right into the centerpiece of this song right here. So I'm gonna go with Tamala Mann, "Take Me to the King."
Yes, Tamala. KTookes, what's your choice?
Yolanda Adams, Open My Heart.
That's my favorite too.
I love that song. You sure you don't want to sing a little bit of that for us?
I don't want to sing it. I'm gonna let Yolanda sing, because if you can have Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis produce your song, you know you're doing your thing.
Okay. I love that song. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I like Ann Nesby, and she has a song called "I Found the Place," and that song is just uplifting to me. And I used to listen to it when I was just going through something. But I just love that song, and I love her voice, so that's why I picked that one. It's just like classic.
And you know she's doing her thing being on Queen Sugar season, the final season of Queen Sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she acting. You better come through. I love her. And what is y'all choice for best male? This is like people fight over this too, Miss Stevie. What's your choice for best male song?
BB Winans, Stand, because I remember someone performed it in one of Tyler Perry's stage plays. I think it was I can't remember the one with Cheryl Pepsi Riley where she got the, y'all know what I'm talking about, but somebody performed it, and that you instantly will get chills and start to tear up and get misty eyed for this song right here. So it's Stand for me, and that's my mom's favorite.
I love that song. KTookes, what is your choice?
Now, Marvin Sapp's never gonna get it. You know, they'll never forget it.
Never would have made it. Yeah.
They're never gonna make it.
I like that one.
It's just his testimony of what he went through in life.
Yeah.
Did that movie come out yet?
It did came out.
Yeah, he already put it out on.
He put out
TV. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I chose Al Green. Everything's gonna be all right because I just like it. It's just a mix of like soul and gospel, and you know he's always smiling, always happy, and that song just makes me happy.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's a great one. I'll give you that one. That's a great one.
I love it. So I have to throw a bonus in because y'all both touched on this. So, and I like that y'all did that. I want y'all to each name an album that might be underrated or people might think that's a flop or however people want to word it, but an underrated album that you love that people might not even know about. Miss Stevie, what's your choice?
For gospel R&B, which category you want to name?
Any. Like you can name two if you want to, whatever.
I'm gonna go with Cleopatra, Stepping Out, and I feel as though it didn't get the airtime as they did when they first came out. That album when they got signed by Madonna to what was a Maverick Entertainment. So I'm gonna go with Cleopatra, Stepping Out. Just like with, as KTookes mentioned, Crazy Sexy Cool, they evolved from little girls because when they came out they had the braids and then their look and style and just way of singing. Cleo Higgins, the lead singer of that group, because all three of them are sisters, just her voice matured vocally out. So yeah.
That's your choice. KTookes, what is your choice or choices?
Well, mine, if you want me to really be honest with you, I think it would be Shanice's album, 21 Ways to Grow.
That was going to be my choice. I love that album. Oh my God. I love that album, especially the song I like with Smooth rapping on there. Oh my God. What made you choose that album? That was going to be my choice.
My favorite songs was Turn Down the Lights that Babyface had did for her.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when that album came out, a lot of people sucked on that album. Because, you know, she had the songs off the album, but it's just that they didn't promote it well. Because I feel like at the time, remember when you had Shanice, Shanice came out like in the 80s, like the mid to late 80s. But then for Shanice, you wouldn't have Aaliyah, you wouldn't have Brandy, you wouldn't have Monica. And you sure as hell wouldn't have Maya and some of the other artists out there. And I feel like you've got like artists like Brandy, Monica, and I know the late Aaliyah, they showed love to Shanice, but I feel like the industry didn't really give her the props because everybody's so used to hearing "I love your smile" or they're used to hearing "When I close my eyes."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like when she did 21 Ways to Grow before those, like right in the middle between When I Close My Eyes, I feel like that should have propelled her more because we've seen her like on Family Matters when she did other songs, like especially "It's for You," like from the Media Man. I feel like that should have been around the time she should have blew up more.
Yeah. That KTookes, you better get out. That was gonna be my choice, and I love the album version of "I Wish." Like, I wish they would have put that out instead of that remix that they did, because she's really singing, and you hear her vocals on the album version. You better come through, KTookes. I love that. You better come through. My choice. Okay, I'm gonna come up with another one. I'm gonna have to say this a pop album, Erotica by Madonna. That's a hugely underrated album, and I think because of everything, she dropped a sex book that was like controversial. Then she had like these two sexual movies, Body of Evidence. I forgot the other one, but they both flopped at the box office. But that album was so far ahead of its time, and now people look back at it and give her props. But that to me was like, that was just.
But you know what? They did that to Madonna for a long time, even before she did Erotica. Because remember when she had the movie Who's That Girl? That was a great movie.
Yes.
And I feel like when she did Erotica, I think because she was pissing people off by just being herself, being sexual, and just she didn't care what people thought. I think when in Erotica, because she was just so blunt, she let it all hang out. And I feel like maybe people weren't ready for it. I think just for her doing that, people were like, "Oh my gosh!" But she still sold some records off that. She still sold some millions off Erotica.
Yeah, it did, but a lot of people don't think it's successful because it wasn't doing the numbers like a Virgin did or like a Prayer. But
see, that was see what she did Erotica. She was just being herself because it's just like what she did Human Nature, like songs like Human Nature and other songs like that. She was just experimental, and I think the thing for Madonna is that Madonna has never really tried to have a formula like I'm going to be like this for you. It's either you like it or you don't. If you don't like it, oh well, because I feel like that's how Madonna's always been.
Yes, and I think that book was great, especially they had Big Daddy Kane in that book, and I got in trouble for trying to look at that book, but I think it's a great book.
Well, but you gotta remember she was messing around with a lot of people besides Big Daddy Kane. Remember she was with Vanilla Ice around that time.
Yes, Madonna.
She was messing around. But don't get twisted, because Madonna has a track record of hurting people. We ain't gonna go there.
Look, I ain't mad at her because I feel like if a man can do it, a woman can do it too. Now, she might have more miles than a rented Honda Civic, but she was doing the thing. I ain't mad at her back. You had Tupac, you had Big Daddy Kane, you had Vanilla Ice. I ain't mad at you, Madonna. I'm gonna do one more then, since y'all gave like those. What is, to each one of y'all, it can be male, female, whoever y'all want, or more than one, but an underrated rap album that you think? Rap, hip hop, Miss Stevie, what's your choice?
Mine would have to be Queen Latifah's album, or is it Order in the Court, which came out in 1998. And then you look at Meg Thee Stallion's Traumazine, it's been a lot of comparisons with the whole cover of, the artwork and everything. So I'm going to go with Queen Latifah's Order in the Court.
I like that one because it had Papers on there.
Yeah.
Papers and Bananas.
Yeah, I like that one. I think I stole that from BMG too. I think I owed him for that one. KTookes, what's your choice?
Ooh. It's too many I could think of. Because if you want me to really be honest with you, I would probably say, and I'm sure probably somebody's probably saying it right now in the comments, it will probably be Lil' Kim's The Naked Truth. Because I feel like when that album came out, because I see somebody comment just put Lil' Kim The Naked Truth, I feel like with that one, she was like really honest and she just spoke her truth. Because we all know she was done with the whole being sentenced, going to jail. But I feel like that album should have done more than what it did.
Mm-hmm.
because she had great songs off that album.
Yes.
I know she came up with Light Us Up and Whoa. But she had other great songs like Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
The
Getting
song,
Yours.
yeah,
Spell Check.
yeah, what's the spell check?
Mm.
That spell check, I ain't gonna go there with that one because she was dissing somebody. We ain't gonna say his name out because he ain't that important in our conversation. But she
Light
had,
Us Up.
I think, Last Days was my song.
Yeah,
Dirty.
somebody said Dirty. I like that one, baby. You better come through with that Dirty.
That was my song.
And she was the first female to get 5 mics in a store. People forget that.
The Source magazine, I remember that.
Y'all, they don't even sell magazines like that, or if they do, they like $10 and $15.
Well, see, you think about it, you don't really see Vibe, you don't see Jet, you don't see Source, you see all that anymore.
Yes, Miss Stevie with the Mary cover. Yes.
You don't really see a lot of those good magazines like that anymore because I feel like they're trying to trap us now, where you see the peoples and all that, but a lot of peoples, they're not all that. Let's keep it real.
Mm-mm. That's
Thank
sad.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, happy belated birthday to Miss Stevie, the fashion doll, baby.
Halloween.
Yes. If I had to go with one, I really like y'all choices. But this one, I don't know if a lot of people really don't know her, but she's like one of my favorite rappers. She was the first like rap singer. It's Smooth with her album You Been Played. She was before all the girls with the sexy before Kim, and I love Kim. But I think she was a little bit younger. She had an album before that, and I think she was like pregnant while she was a teenager. But when she came out with You Been Played, it was on the Men's Society soundtrack. Then she had Female Mac. That I had the tape, baby, and I didn't order that from BMG. I went to Sam Goody and bought that. Took my coins and bought that one, baby. I love Smooth, so she's just like a dope rapper.
Smooth is one of the, like you said, she's very underrated, and a lot of people don't even know that's Chris Stokes' little sister.
Mm-hmm.
But see, one of my favorite songs from her, Miss Stevie probably knows it, is Strawberries. That was my song, right? That was my song, like around 97, 98?
Yeah,
from her album Reality.
Yeah. I like that. I got that album too. I bought that one too, baby. I didn't steal it from BMG or Columbia House. Y'all, so somebody said Kaya. Yes, you better come through. Do rant with that Kaya. I love Kaya.
Kaya had her thing too, because even when she came out with Thug Misses, she had her thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like My Neck, My Back, but she had songs like Kane Wang and a couple other songs.
Can't trust no thing. Yes, I like Kaya. A lot of people sleep on her, but Kaya, she can rap.
She can rap. She can dip a mouth sometimes.
KTookes, I think she's outspoken. She's outspoken.
No, it's probably not outspoken, but sometimes being outspoken, you rip it.
Y'all, so this was a great panel. I love when we collaborate and talk about the music. Now, this is November. Christmas around the corner. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I love Christmas. Maybe we can do one for like Christmas albums, Christmas songs, if y'all
Miss Steve, you down with the Christmas albums? Because we can a couple of them right there.
Okay, so we can come back.
Like how you did, because we got a lot of them that was doing gospel, R&B, pop.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some hip hop ones too. Don't get twisted. We can make that happen.
Okay. So y'all, we gonna come together, work out a time, work out the categories. Christmas is my favorite holiday. And no, Mariah Carey is not the queen of Christmas, baby. The Temptations is it, but I do like Mariah Carey.
But but out of the females, you have to give her props. She always do the damn thing, Mariah. We're not dissing nobody else, but we're just saying Mariah always brings it when it's Christmas. Even
she do right.
Even if she do the same song again, she at least elevate those videos because the videos always be on point.
Now I do love her Christmas videos, baby, but the Temptations to me. We gonna have to chop this up, baby.
No, but we gonna get to, we ain't gonna give them too much because we gonna talk about Christmas. You got to bring up the Temptations and the Jackson 5.
Yes.
Yes, baby. I'm ready for it because y'all, when I say I love Christmas, I don't even care about Thanksgiving. Like, just get that shit on, baby. Yeah, I'm ready for Christmas.
We gonna figure this out, y'all. We just talking our smack right now, but trust me, when we do this Christmas one, trust me, we gonna make sure we look good on this one.
Okay. So, y'all, I want to thank Miss Stevie, the fashion icon of Fashion Dial. She interviews, she gives you fashion, she gives you hair, she gives you everything you need to know about fashion. KTookes, baby, the voice of Miami. He gives you music, commentary, interviews. He gives you what you need A to Z about people, about who's in the know, all that good stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, because we're gonna put it on YouTube, click in that description, you'll see that information. You can click on it. Who's this? Durant, I might not say your name right. You said Mariah and James Brown. That's right, baby. You said we might need to bring you in on this Christmas one. Let us know. We'll bring you in, baby, because I love a good Christmas, baby, because we going to have to fight like cats over these Christmas categories, baby. I'm here for it. So, y'all, the year is almost over, and we're about to slide into Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I want to thank the Fashion Dial and the Gents of Music, and we're going to chop it up and get ready for this Christmas one so we can roll into it, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I love you, Miss Stevie. I love you, KTookes, and we're going to get to working on the Christmas one. So thank y'all. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Take care, y'all.
Take
Love
care,
y'all.
Bye.